future nurses. I am back with another video, and my goal for today is to keep this video short and just let you guys know how my first 2 weeks of nursing school have been going, how I'm feeling, if I'm going to stick through it. So let's get to the video. I have had mixed emotions these past 2 weeks. So the first couple of days was kind of like introductory almost, even though they like hit the ground running and we just started like lecturing off back. But the first couple of days I was like, this really isn't that bad. I don't understand what people stress about first semester. Honestly, all you have to do is read and stay on top of your stuff. This isn't bad. By the third day, I was really questioning, why am I putting myself through this? Like, why would I even just put myself through this stress on purpose? Like, why am I doing this to myself? And I have these thoughts constantly because I could be sitting up here reading a chapter, and let me tell you, it's no more just reading and flipping the pages. You have to actually comprehend and understand this stuff and take notes. So it literally takes like hours just to read one chapter, because one chapter is usually like 20 pages long. So it literally takes hours to read this, comprehend it, and understand it. So as I'm sitting here reading this, I realize that I still have 11 other chapters that I have to read for the week. And it just gets so frustrating. It gets so overwhelming. So I kind of went from, oh, this isn't that bad, to, okay, yeah, I see what the stress is about. I see why people say what they say about nursing school. Another thing I would like to say is, even though I've only been in nursing school for 2 weeks, I've already had 2 quizzes, one each week. The first one was my dosage calculation test, which I did pass. It was real stressful. Usually I'm a good test taker and I get excited for tests because I prepare so well for them. But for this one, just like in the middle of the test, I felt so sick. Like, I thought I was going to throw up. I really thought I failed, but I actually passed. My second quiz was a quiz that I had in pathophysiology. I took it today and I also passed that one with the 90. So yeah, basically they didn't waste any time getting started with us. They hit the ground running, and that's that. They didn't waste any time. Next, I want to talk about what my hardest class is and my favorite class. So my hardest class, I would definitely say has to be pathophysiology. And anybody who's taking pathophysiology knows that it's a lot of information dumped together in one chapter. So basically, you learn how the human body is supposed to function, but then pathophysiology tells you what happens when something goes wrong. So like when somebody gets sick or when somebody deals with the illness, a disease. The one thing I like about my school is that the teachers, they were all nurses, and they really know their stuff. But I think that this would be my hardest class because I only go to it once a week, and we just had a quiz in it today, and we have a test next week, and we haven't really had time for her to go through all the chapters. Like, I think she should have to prepare us for a test, but that doesn't matter. You're still responsible for that information. My favorite class is going to be my clinical class. So that's the day where you're actually supposed to go to the hospital or whatnot. But for these first couple of weeks, we are staying at the College of Nursing and working in our little labs that we have. And I just like that class because honestly, truly, you feel like a nurse already. We're learning how to take the vital sounds, so like the pulse, count the respirations, do blood pressure, how to put on gowns, caps, gloves. Yes, a specific way for you to do all of that. Another thing that I would say I like about my nursing school teachers, besides the fact that they know a lot of things, is when they teach, they also give us like personal experiences that they have gone through since they are nurses. And some of the stories, you're just really like, wow, like, you know, like you're amazed, and it really helps you learn things. And it makes you excited, like, wow, I can't wait to work so I can tell stories like this. It's really motivating. Although it is stressful, I'm starting to like the pressure and the stress. Like, I'm starting to, like, today I told myself I wasn't going to study since I passed my quiz, but I'm like, dang, I kind of actually want to read. It's just once you get in your grind, once you get in that zone, you just want to keep going. And although it is stressful, it can be rewarding. Really, to me, clinical days are the rewarding part, because it's like, okay, I put in all this hard work, but now I get to go to clinical and I get to be a nurse, and it's like all this hard work just comes together in one class, and it's a great feeling. At this point, 2 weeks into the semester, would I say nursing school is hard? Um, I feel like we're just going over basically basic introductory stuff, so I wouldn't say it's hard right now. I would say that it's time consuming. Um, and the most challenging part is not necessarily the content right now, because I do believe that the content will get harder. But I think the hardest part is just trying to do time management and transition from going to class or just coming to your room and laying down, and now having to go to class and come home and study. Like, you have no choice but to study. And one thing that the professors expect from us is for us to have the chapters read before we get to class. So for example, in one of my classes, we started on one of the chapters and the teacher was asking us questions and nobody knew the answers. So she stopped the lecture, ended class, and said that y'all need to go home and read this chapter so we can discuss it. And of course, we weren't happy that we got out of class early, because we have a test coming up. So that gives us less class time to focus on that test. But yeah, you definitely have to prepare yourself. Right now, I don't think it's hard. It's just challenging, but I do believe it will get hard. I think that's just about everything that I have to say for this video. I hope it's short like I planned it to be. I also want to say that if you are planning to go to Prairie View A&M's College of Nursing, DM me, comment below, so that I can give you some helpful tips on what and what not to buy, what books to get outside of your textbooks that you need for class. Just DM me so I can help you save some money, which I wish somebody would have told me. But okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share this video.